The Grawl are a primitive race of simian-like humanoid creatures that can currently be found throughout Ascalon, the Blaze Ridge Mountains, the Blood Legion homelands, and the Shiver Peaks. While present in the world, the impact they have had on it can be considered minimal. While originally being native to the lands of Ascalon, over a millennia ago the Char invaded the land and conquered the Grawl. Many Grawl fled west into the Shiver Peaks and east into the Blaze Ridge Mountains, but many were captured, subjugated, and forced to slavery by the Char, forcing them as slaves to do menial labor, with some even being forced to pulling Char chariots. But as the humans conquered the southern regions that the Char controlled and founded the Kingdom of Ascalon, the Grawl were freed from their servitude to the Char, but posed a minor threat to the newfound kingdom. Without much of an organized government, the Grawl acted as raiders in the land, attacking and kidnapping humans whom the Grawl are able to outnumber. But centuries later, as the Char launched their offensive on the Kingdom of Ascalon that would eventually lead to the Searing, the Char began to capture and enslave the Grawl once again, using them as scouts to report the Vanguard's movements to the Char, and also using them as shock troops. But because of the relative lack of intelligence and strength, the Grawl were not incredibly useful for either of those purposes. Following the Searing and the subsequent full fire which marked the fall of the Kingdom of Ascalon, the Grawl returned to their traditions of raiding and scavenging, posing a threat to any adventurer who would find their way across aggressive Grawl and being another thorn in the side of the various people of Tyria. But while the Grawl lack intelligence and organization, they are not completely without either. Grawl hold no centralized government, but they are organized into various tribes that can be found throughout the lands they occupy, where the tribe works to hunt and gather to survive and have a crude sense of leatherworking and weapon crafting. But most importantly, the Grawl are incredibly religious, where each tribe holds unique religions, beliefs, standards, and faiths, which often conflicts between various tribes, which can often be seen as different tribes clash over their differences in beliefs. Different Grawl tribes typically worship very different things, both natural objects as well as strong beings that the Grawl have found, ranging from strange rock formations to elementals to the elder dragon Jormag and everything in between. While most tribes are aggressive to adventurers and everyone living across Tyria, not every single tribe is, where there are a variety of tribes that are friendly towards the other people of Tyria and even work with them, where even the Orders of Tyria have enlisted the aid of a tribe located in Dredgehong Cliffs to fight against the elder dragon Zaitan, where with the formation of the Pact and the subsequent conflicts the military organization has engaged in, the Grawl have provided the assistance that they are capable of giving to fight for Tyria. While there may not be much of a future for the race at large, the Grawl are likely to remain a presence for the people of Tyria, where people are likely to run into aggressive Grawl, and the more peaceful tribes will continue to work alongside the people of Tyria. Hey everyone, I hope you enjoyed this very short lore and story video about Guild Wars 2. I was super interested in highlighting this unique race that can be found in Tyria in both the original Guild Wars as well as Guild Wars 2. While they do play a smaller role in the story of the two games, they still do play a role and are likely to be encountered again in future expansions. I hope you all are taking good care of yourselves. Have a good one everyone.